Hello paper crafters, I'm Sunny Sky and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. And this is the project I have for you today. Gold and silver for Christmas. These are the foil-edged cards and matching envelopes that you can get in the holiday catalog. We're also using the foil from the main annual catalog, but this black foil is in the Halloween section of the holiday catalog. So you can not only use it for Halloween, but for a fancy Christmas card too. We're using the tufted dynamic impressions embossing folder on this card as well. And so pretty simple, but very elegant when you're done. Looks so professional, especially with these foil edged cards and envelopes. These items are in the holiday catalog, these edged cards and envelopes, and the black foil, so you can only get them through the end of December. So make sure you grab them while you can. So here are the cardstock sizes you need for this card. Your basic first layer and then the 5 for 1, and I have a link to this video below so you can do that. A scrap of the black foil paper and a scrap of the gold foil paper or silver if you're doing the silver version. First off, I'm going to run these through the Big Shot, and I'm going to do both at the same time. There's room on here to do them, and I'm going to run them back and then back the other way just because of the intricate nature of the antlers on the deer. I want to make sure that I'm getting a good cut the first time. All right, and it pops out pretty simply. And if you look on the back and it looks like it's not all the way cut through, there's a little bit of indentation, so it is easy to go back through and look, I didn't even mean to, and I actually lined it up right in the lines to get it right back in there so you can run it through again. And now I'm going to run my embossing folder through. Now, because this is the dynamic textured impressions embossing folder that is super thick, I do not need both of my cutting mats. And I have the old platform for the Big Shot with the tabs. You can run it with 1 or 2 tabs turned up. I like the deeper impression, so I'm going to go with 1. So you skip half your sandwich. Don't put the base plate on. Put your embossing folder down. These are the extra thick ones. Seam side in, so that goes through first. And then your top cutting mat on the other side. And voila, we have our embossed piece here. Now, to get a better, deeper impression on this, spritz this with water beforehand. I'm not patient enough to do that, and I think it comes out fine without it, because I don't want to have to wait for it to dry, but you can do that as well. Okay, everything is ready to put our card together. This is really a quick, simple card, but it's very nice with those foil-edged note cards. I'm going to put just an extra layer of tape down here, just because I've got a couple layers of foil. I want to make sure that it fits nicely. The size that I have the black trimmed, it does hide a little bit of your foil, so you could cut it slightly smaller, but I prefer those standard measurements just so that I get it straight. And again, with a quilted or any embossed folder, I put a little extra adhesive because not all of it is touching the cardstock below it because it is textured. So now these guys, I'm going to put this on just plain, but I'm going to put the deer with some dimensionals to pop him up a little bit. And this is where those mini dimensionals come in handy. I know with the close-up on the video, sometimes you can't really, even though my fingers are in the video, you don't really see the sizes. Sometimes I watch videos and the mini dimensionals look bigger than they are, but they are tiny. Hard to get a hold of, but perfect for a project like this. Now, I have not put the bow on the deer yet. I did originally put a bow on the deer, but it twisted when I wrapped it around his neck. So we're just going to pretend like it's going around his neck, and we're going to tie it separately. So this is just a thin olive thread. I'm just going to make my 2 bunny ears, wrap them around each other through the loop, and then I'm not worried so much about this length because I'm going to pull it through. I do want it to not be twisted. Let me just fix that. Just kind of hold on to the center while you pull it through. I'm going to pull it smaller than I want it because then as I pull out I can tighten up a little bit. Okay, and then trim my ends. Grab my fabric and ribbon scissors here. Trim my ends, and then we just need a little mini glue dot on the back of this ribbon. Now this matching deer set that goes with this framelit would be great for your sentiment inside the card. I'm not going to take the time to do that on our sample here. Now these are loose. I have not attempted to glue them down. They're so thin. And although it is a very delicate thing, this card is going to be protected in this lovely foil envelope. And the foil paper is a little bit sturdier than standard cardstock, so I'm really not worried about his antlers going cuckoo on me. So anyway, there's that one. And then here is the deer in silver. And then if you like the version with more color, there it is with the Poppy Parade. And remember, you can get the silver or the gold, or you can mix and match if you want a multicolored metallic card. So thanks for joining me. I hope you'll give this a try. It's a good quick card. You can get the stamp set and the dies at 10% when you bundle them together. And you still have a little time before Christmas to get some stamping in. So go have some fun. Thanks for joining me.